So we've got 5 minutes more left. Must also talk over together the other factor which exists in our consciousness, which is sorrow, grief, pain, and the wound, the hurts that exist in most human beings from childhood. The hurt, from that hurt, psychological hurt, the pain of it, the remembrance of it, the holding on to it, and the grief that arises from it, and also there is grief involved, sorrow involved in it, and also there is the global sorrow of mankind, which have faced thousands and thousands of wars, millions and millions of people have cried, and this war machine is still going on, directed by the politicians, by our nationalism, by our feeling that we are separate from the rest, we and they, you and me. That's the global sorrow, which the politicians are building. And we are ready for another war. I hope they won't be, but when you are preparing for something, there must be some kind of explosion somewhere. It may not be in the Middle East, it may happen here. As long as you are preparing for something, you are going to get it. Like preparing food. But we are so, if I may use the word without disrespect, we are so stupid to allow all this to go on. Terrorism, you know the whole of it. So, we are asking, perhaps we shall continue with it next, day after tomorrow, we are asking whether this whole pattern of being hurt, lonely, pain, resistance, withdrawal, isolation, which causes further pain, grief, sorrow of my son's death, sorrow of losing something, losing some precious belief that I've held, the disillusionment that comes when I've followed somebody. One has given one's life, one's endeavor, struggle to somebody, surrendered oneself to something, and then get disillusioned. And from that, pain, anxiety, uncertainty, sorrow. You have noticed all this. That's the pattern of our consciousness. When one asks, is it possible ever to be free of all this? It is possible if we apply, not endlessly talk about it. If I realize that I am hurt from childhood, psychologically, and see all the consequences of that hurt. The consequences are, I resist, I withdraw, I don't want to be hurt anymore. I encourage isolation. And therefore, I'm building a wall around myself. And my wife also is hurt. And she's doing the same thing. Right? I don't know if you realize all these things. So that is the consequences of being hurt from childhood is pain, resistance, withdrawal, isolation, more and more, deeper and deeper fear. And the global sorrow of mankind. I don't know if you have ever thought about it. How man, human being, has been tortured through wars.